Watch this. Watch
Next, football talk is a big hit. Sunday nights to Wednesday nights, we striking a match cause we lit. Y'all know the name, we call it the Dub. On Friday nights, it feel like a club. Getting that VIP treatment on the sideline, they showing us love. Great interviews, go hugs, put in work, go good. Texas youth and high school talking to page on Facebook, hold up. Coach trying to stand on the scene, giving advice, he do what he mean. Jay Mack and Swaggy Wick, rocking the gear, it's so clean.
Big guys and go easy, off the easy for cheesy. With my steppers, our special kids, making picks was so easy. Trying to win, we so greedy. All our fans are so needy, cause they need to hear them talk about that club. We do it for the dub.
We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. That DF dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. That DF dub.
Welcome to the Dub, number one high school podcast starring Pat Boteezy, Jeremy McInnes, Whitfield Roderick, Coach Carr, and Ron Riser.
Well, all right. What's happening? What's going on? Welcome to the number one talk show. Speak out.
The Dub, baby. You heard it first. The Dub.
Hey, I'm Reginald Samples, 6A Division I state champion. I just want to give a shout out to the Dub, my favorite podcast and program.
Ron Murray, Mr. High School Holler, K104, the biggest out at the 214 day camp. Big shout out to the Quentin Jackson, you know, the Duncanville All-World quarterback.
It was good. The Quentin Jackson, shout out to the Dub High School Podcast.
Big shout out to the Dub, man. I see y'all making moves and doing what y'all need to do.
Salute. What up, fellas? What up, fellas?
Man, what's going on, man? This was supposed to be the anniversary show, but we pushed that back. Word on the street is Swaggy didn't get the clearance from his agency, so we wasn't able to do the show. But we got something else for you. I feel like we probably got something better to talk about it. So, how y'all fellas doing, man?
Oh man, I'm blessed, man. I'm good, man. Happy hump day, you know. Hey, no complaints over here.
4th of July tomorrow, man. Y'all be safe out there, man. I see everybody trying to act like Thanksgiving tomorrow. Everybody talking about getting to the club and kicking it. You know I'm old.
Yeah, they can have that.
When I get through with this, I'm going to watch Beverly Hills Cop 4.
Oh, it do pop on tonight, don't it? At 12
Oh,
o'clock.
come on, right, hold on.
Yeah. I'm going to watch Beverly Hills Cop. I ain't got time.
Did you take a nap today?
And I definitely didn't.
No, you ain't going to finish that movie.
No. Hopefully it's an hour and a half.
I don't think he's going to finish that one, Jack.
Yeah, make it go.
Try, though.
You probably right. Arnold said it's good. That's my first time seeing Arnold in the chat. What's up, man?
Hey, shout out to my boy Arnold. Shout out, Arnold.
Arnold in the building.
We say, man, we gotta find a new dancing partner, man, for next week. From the sound like.
Hey, man, anybody want to debate Arnold, man? Y'all let us know, man. Y'all hit Willow up.
Yeah, man, because that man, he done already punked his other versus guy, Swaggy Hollywood. Swaggy Hollywood said he was all down. Then he said, y'all need to call my agent. And next thing you know, you get a picture from Arnold talking about everybody gangsters till the gangsters show up. I didn't even know how to respond to that.
Yeah. He said, you got to call my agent. And Arnold said,
yeah.
Indeed. That's pretty much how it went.
That's exactly how it went.
But that's how I do my quarter people. Hey, man, we're going to find somebody to debate you, Arnold. Don't count your chickens yet. We're going to We gonna get him just to
It
keep
ain't over
going
yet.
on.
No, we're gonna find somebody.
Jesse Wide say, I want to get Jesse Wide out here on debate, man. We gotta get Jesse Wide to debate somebody. We gonna have his face. I don't know if he want to represent Cedar Hill Longview. We don't even know yet.
Well, the fact that he got options is
He got
impressive.
options. He do got options. But anyway,
I never
fellas,
would have known him.
I will the recap last night, man. It was a great show. I'm gonna call it a show because I don't know how much of a debate it was, but Todd, Coach Todd, Snoop. It was, hey,
You
man,
know,
it was nice though. I ain't gonna lie, man. I enjoyed every minute, man. If y'all ain't seen it, please go check one of the platforms, man, and rewatch that debate / show. It was pure entertainment. And to me, the highlight of that show was the speech Will Carr gave at the end of.
we was bad last night, J Mac. We was bad. You know, I understand my man that's looking up at the scoreboard like that, because all I could do was look and turn around and clap. Come on, guys. Wait to hang in there, guys. Keep going, because it clearly wasn't a debate, and I was so unprepared because I can't even believe that these are championship coaches that walk in with 7 and 11 top 10s and a whole nother subculture top 5 to debate that didn't nobody even know existed. Like, he literally came in there to debate with himself. Like, I just didn't understand. All right, I'm done, man. I watched film and I didn't like it. That's all I could tell you.
Hey, that was B-Rod. That was Willow version of bad football, right?
That was bad ball. That was a bad show. Hey. Hey, and then people like, but you won. It was a great show. We don't apologize for wins, but we definitely gonna critique bad ball.
We do a sprint. See y'all third.
From here on out, we're gonna have a practice for whoever coming up next. They got to practice.
Hey, man.
Before they come
okay.
on.
We got the star of the team, man. He in the building, man. Let me see. There you go.
That's right, man.
There you go. There you go. What up, Coach?
Hey, man. Hey, B-Rod, I'm just being lied on. Like, first of all, I'm going to take y'all back the backstory.
Oh,
Now, Will did say the top 10 teams in the state of Texas. Then he said the top 10 teams of DFW. So I'm like, what he talking about? He don't know what the other list of 5 came from.
Can I tell you how this happened, J-Man? So, as I was preparing for this game, and I said, you know, we had such a great group of guys last week, and they followed the directions, and they was on point. So I was like, you know, we got to follow this up, man, with a home run. Let's go get Todd, and let's go get Snoop. Call Todd. Todd, what's up, man? Oh, yeah. So at first, for everybody don't know, it was going to be Todd and Matt Stepp. Then it was going to be Todd and J-Mac, but J-Mac got scared.
Oh,
come on.
He said he didn't want no part of Todd. And I said, okay, I understand.
Allegedly.
I'm lying?
Yes, very much so. But go ahead. Hey,
Okay.
I don't never let a good lie stop a story. Go ahead.
Thank you. Can I ask you a question? Did I ask you to go with J-Mac, with Todd?
No, you did, but I told y'all I was. It wasn't because I was scared.
Oh, okay.
Number
my
one,
bad.
you know the time of it don't work for me. You already know that.
Yeah. I misread that. Yeah. I took that as for you being scared.
I know you did. Todd, can you turn your phone sideways, sir?
And so, make a long story short.
Oh, okay.
I called Todd, and we kicked around the thing, and we ended up with 5. That's how 5 is on the flyer. I'm not mad that he showed up with 11, but even if it was 10, you were still 1 plus over.
No, I only had 10.
You had 11.
No, I had 10.
You had 11.
No, I had 10, man. Duncanville was my number 10, the 2018-19 team.
You had 11 on your list.
No, I didn't. I had 10, and then I had 5.
No, you had 10, and then you said, "Oh, well, now the second group you had 5."
I know, and I said I had 10 on the first list.
Because out of your first 10, 5 of them was honorable mention.
I know.
But that wasn't even called for. Like, that wasn't even.
It is called for, man.
First of all,
like if you name it, J-Mac, B-Rod, if you name the top 5 teams that ever played in the last going on 20 years, it's going to be some honorable mention teams too. And you need to make sure they get their credit.
Yep.
Yep. That's true.
Also considered. Yep.
Yeah, also considered.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Was that the assignment?
Yeah, but it's like no,
this is clearly Willow. This is clearly a case of don't blame the student for doing the extra credit.
Yeah, I did that.
And that's fine. That's fine. But don't blame the teacher for only wanting what they want asked for. We understand that Ty probably could have put about 20 people on that list. Easy.
No, I was stopping at 10. I was good with 10.
Right, but you had the knowledge to be able to add more if you chose to.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You set this matchup up, Will. Like you was done.
No, I know. And I set the rules and the parameter, Ty. The bottom line is, how would you feel if your quarterback went in the game and started calling audibles?
It depends on what we're scoring.
Listen. We don't apologize for wins, okay? We don't. But at the end of the day, your quarterback come in the game and just start throwing audibles. All right, we gonna have some issues. You gonna have some issues.
But Will, like first of all,
yeah,
we had, and Bo Teasy can attest to it. We had to talk to Bo Teasy because like it was all mixed up. Like you was even mixed up. You say, man, let me call Snoop. This is 11 o'clock the night before the show, man.
Well, because y'all didn't follow directions. That's what I'm saying. Okay, Ty, you had the original question. I texted them to you. I said top 5 from 2005 to now. That was very precise. That's what I texted you. So if you did anything else other than that, you got off script.
No, if I did anything other than that, what you should have did was just started at number 5 and then work up.
How you gonna tell me how to do what I want to do?
Because we the guests.
I don't give a shit. I could care less about who's the guest.
No, you can't see. Now you can't say like what you should have did was you should have you should just let me and Snoop. Me and Snoop are 2 freestylers.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
And then you compare us to B-Roz now. B-Roz and Matt Diggs had an argument over who gonna make the playoffs. Was Walter Hampton gonna be in or out? Like that's an easy debatable question with 2 people.
Yeah. I would agree. I would agree that those questions wasn't conducive for us to be successful. I acknowledge that. I take that in full consideration. I put that on me. However, My guys didn't execute.
Oh Lord.
Oh Lord.
That's like you just called. You just called. Hey, slot right, die. Pick a hole.
But this
They said no. They said no. We're not gonna do this. And watch this, J Mac. We just came off a big win. We had a big win where everybody was popping. Ty came in, want to add a woman to the show. Wanna do all.
No, but I said to keep us on track, we might need us a Miley or something like that. B-Rod, y'all had an easy topic.
Hey.
Y'all had something that's either they gonna be in or they gonna be out. It ain't no other answers. It's yes or no. You know what I'm saying? He got me debating the damn basketball coach about the top 5 teams in Texas history of football.
Look, I didn't know who else to go to because there are people in the stands that won't get off the bench. You know what I'm saying? And come and hit me up. You know what I mean?
Should, next time it's being Snoop, man, just put us on a round table freestyle.
No, that's on a Sunday night.
That's called Sunday night.
That's Sunday night. That's you and J Mac.
Man, J Mac don't mess with us no more, man.
No, well, look, I'm trying to get more structured. That's why I let the freestyle go a little. I'm trying to get more structure, but we're gonna have like tonight. Tonight is freestyle night.
That's what I'm talking about. Like that's when the show be jumping, man. When you don't know where it's gonna go.
Cause we don't.
Yeah, we just freestyle.
Like we went to the ice cream and all that. Like you remember how popping it was?
Yeah, I remember that Gucci man.
Yes, you see what I'm saying?
To celebrate y'all victory. Because the way I look at it, last night show, debate or whatever, it was a success. It was a victory. A lot of people watched it. It was one of them games where you won and you had 7 turnovers.
We won. We're gonna take the victory, Coach. I'm happy for the victory.
Take the victory and keep on pushing. We ain't gonna
No. It wasn't one of them games where the team won despite the coach.
Hey man, I'm gonna play this just for y'all.
I gotta know. What did you say at halftime?
I really evaluated the week, and I've been keeping some stuff in, but I really felt that the entire program, starting with myself, everybody was looking ahead of the week and not honoring the week that was in front of us. And I had a couple of Southwood flashbacks throughout the week that I kind of kept to myself, but I talked to the team about it yesterday. And I'm glad we had to go through this with how I felt about the week of practice, because now I think we'll be a total focus going into the last game, but rather think we just show up against anybody and just play and win. So, man, at halftime, it really wasn't we sat down and talked. We talked about we got to reestablish our identity in the second half because we weren't playing South Oak Cliff offense, and the special teams and the defense kept us in the game. But like a family, when one side slumping, the other side pick up some slack. So, we stayed locked in through the thick and the thin. I just talked to them about leadership, and Danny was real frustrated. So I pulled him to the side and had a little talk with him and told him the leaders, that they ride the Titanic when it's sailing or when it sinks. But they gonna stay on that thing forever. And he came in here responding to show true leadership.
That first play of the second half was everything that you guys
embody as a program.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I thought that was amazing. Herm, don't go nowhere. I thought that was amazing, man.
Yeah.
And I just want to say, Coach, man, congratulations. We history.
Yeah.
We in the history.
Yeah, but we need to close the deal. And
exactly.
We got 7 more days to get ready, and then we're trying to put our program in a different bracket.
We're not trying. We're gonna do it.
Yeah. That's up. That's up. Love y'all boys.
Hey, shout out to you, Coach
Hey,
Todd.
Swaggy, man.
We were gonna do a 11:30 post game show.
I know. Hey, shit, I was gonna wear a mask on it. Hey. Damn, Will. If I could go back to that time, damn. Hey, we could go back to that time and replay them 7 days.
I was gonna say, if y'all ain't figured it out, that was the semi-final game And that was the 7 days lead up, to the end of the season with PNG, which is gonna make it, I guess, for a better comeback. But man, looking at that and hearing y'all argue, man, I think I picked the right video because I got so many, man. I was looking back at my video. I was like, I got a million interviews and pictures with Ty.
Right.
Hey, J-Mac, but this my thing too, J-Mac. My boy Will, I was like, he just kept on saying, so DeSoto the number 1 team all time ever, in since the time span. So I'm like, okay, who was before them? Nobody. DeSoto. He just kept saying DeSoto. Hey.
Well, no, I didn't say nobody.
Now what you trying to do is
I said I don't get a ring like
J-Mac got.
Yeah, I couldn't give you a definitive team, Todd. I can't tell you that because I don't. You got to think about it like this, Todd. I've only been back maybe 2 years, 3 years, where I've actually started like really getting involved into what everybody's doing. Before that, it was just recruiting players, so I wasn't necessarily. I was paying attention, but not really paying attention. You know what I'm saying? I pay attention now, so I see things. And when I look at that DeSoto team, man, I mean, they had 2,000-yard receivers, 2 1,000-yard rushers, a 600-yard rusher. Like they got a quarterback that was phenomenal. They played okay. They won national championships at a young age together.
Yeah,
about 19 of them kids playing together. So I think when you take that into consideration, that they've been winners all their life and the things that they've been able to do, I think that, like you said, that experience and that chemistry supersedes a lot of stuff. That's just what I think.
I mean, I feel, but that's what I'm saying. I had him number 5 though.
I understand.
I actually agree with you, Todd. And that's what me and Will had this discussion before already. I actually agree with you. I love the team, but to me, for you to be a definite, no doubt, number 1, I can't have no questions. And when I think about that team, as great as they was, I can't help but question the biggest victory that they had. It was without the other team best player for a half. The other best player was on one leg. And it just makes me wonder if they do a redo, would it be different?
I mean, the world may never know.
We'll never know. And not just that, what about the other
That's enough for me not to say they number 1. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Right.
It's enough for me. Not to say that they ain't good, not to say they ain't top 5. I definitely believe they top 5. But just not number 1.
Yeah, I think I don't think they had enough star power in the trenches.
I don't think we know that yet.
No, I'm basing it on what I've seen from this year back to the times when you say it. It ain't nothing else I need to see.
No. I'm saying star power. I think when it's all said and over, I think we saw on that team, we're going to end up seeing quite a few NFL players.
I think what we're going to end up seeing at the end of the day with that team was a bunch of great football players in high school.
That's what I was thinking, more like Todd.
Like I think they was a great group. I ain't saying nobody's going to be the next this or the next that, but I'm saying at the end of the day, I think they're going to go down like one of them teams that they just had great football players that made them meet the measurables and stuff in some areas, to keep advancing and like that. But in high school, that they was dominant. As a group.
In other words, they just didn't have the measurables that you would like to see at that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like a deep tackle, like it'd be a difference if at deep tackle they had DeMarcus Granger. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Something like that, I'd be like, ooh, God damn, that's gonna be unblockable even when he go to the next level. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. And I agree. Like, who is the guaranteed? You said it's gonna be multiple NFL players, Willow?
Yeah, I think Tiger got a great chance playing in the NFL. I think Boobie has a great chance playing in the NFL. I think one of them offensive linemen, maybe the sophomore that's on the end, or maybe McLean. I don't know. I think for what they did and how they performed, I do think that it wouldn't shock me historically if you see when you see state championship teams historically, you see NFL players.
Okay, so out of the champions from this year,
Mm-hmm.
and you think DeSoto has the most players to be going to the NFL out of all the champions that won this year?
That won it this year? That's why it goes back to all the champions that won it this year.
In every class, yes.
This year.
Division class, yes.
I think Duncanville is one, and I think DeSoto's two.
Okay.
But I think more so than NFL players, for me making that list yesterday, I think the number one indicator of most great teams is who the quarterback is.
Yeah, I can get that. Yeah.
Unless they're a power running team like Katie and them, where you don't have to have just a big time quarterback, your system and stuff go make it. At a level.
And even at that, your quarterback got to be able to make some throws along the way to keep, to give you a chance to do that too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you can look no further than your team. You know what I'm saying? Your team 2 years ago, where Will still had to make some plays to get out of some games. You know what I mean? But it goes back to what you're saying. I mean, shoot, your power run team. Well, it goes back to what you're saying, Todd. Your quarterback is going to be all the difference.
Yeah. If you go through the list of who them quarterbacks was on most of them teams, like them wasn't like regular quarterbacks. Probably the most regular one as far as ranking-wise, you go probably say DJ Bailey.
Yeah.
Because the other, we talking about Gary Gilbert, the boy that went to Clemson. We talking about
Cody Klubnik. Yeah.
We talking about the DD. What's the dude from North Shore? Demetrius Davis.
Young, Demetrius Young. Yeah.
Yeah. Was he
your quarterback? Your quarterback your first year.
He's at
UTSA. But I'm saying I'm just going off my top 10 list.
Okay, I got you.
I got a question for y'all, and I almost got a little beef with y'all. Why wasn't Cedar Hill on nobody's list?
Cedar Hill was on my list.
Okay, that was on your list. Was they part of the
list? They were on your honorable mention list, right?
Yeah, they was on the honorable mention list. Yeah.
No, they wasn't on your list because Willow didn't even want that.
Yeah. So if you said so I mean, I don't think that was a top 5 pick. Now, I think they go under the Cinderella type story. Like them, that's a Cinderella story. The first year we won state at SOC is like a Cinderella story. Like you don't normally see what Cedar Hill did happen. You don't never see a team ain't never won a playoff game. And then they go on to have a run like that and win the state championship. After their quarterback was hurt in the preseason or whatever leading up to the thing, you put a dude from receiver and quarterback and then he go run for then they're 4,000 yards. Like you're
right. You're right.
You're right. Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, he was he different. He different. Dude. Yeah, he's probably one of the best. Did you have him on one of the best players in the?
Nah, because I was trying to get players that not the same old names that everybody was gonna say. But like some of the players is because I actually know, like Nikita Whitlock. I don't give a damn what era you go. We can go for the last 50 years of Texas high school football. At defensive line, I'll find somebody that was better than him, and I just want to see who they're gonna put up.
Nah, he's a bad boy. I remember him. Yeah.
Who did he play for?
He played for Wiley.
Okay.
He was an undersized defensive lineman. He was probably about like 6 feet, 250.
Yeah.
He went to the league playing fullback though.
Okay. Yeah.
But like I'm talking about, he had 3 people trying to block him every play,
Yeah,
And what
he
made
carried
him
that
so
team.
great, his motor, he was just so relentless that he never stopped on no play. It wasn't like he took plays off. Like he played every play like the Tasmanian Devil, like it was the last play of his life.
Yeah, you know what's funny, man? I've never heard of that dude.
Weird, man. If you
I
could have
think
saw
you
this
was in the
dude,
league when he was around. I think you was on your own journey. You wasn't in DFW, I don't believe.
yeah, you wasn't down here because he came out, I think, like 13 or something like that. I
Oh,
believe.
okay.
Yeah, but he was.
And they lost in the state championship game. They got blew out.
But he carried them there. Like he was almost
Yeah,
like the quarterback that just did everything, but he was just so happened to be a nose guard or whatever.
yeah,
I
Will.
love to see him play.
right.
Like Will,
I
I'm
love
talking
to
about
see him
every
play.
play. He had 3 people trying to block him.
Yeah, I definitely want to see him play. And I thought when you put Trey Allen, that was a great call because he was a hell of an offensive lineman. I
Yeah.
remember
Trey
him.
Allen was the best offensive lineman I've ever seen in high school.
Yeah, I remember him.
But
Him
I'm trying.
and the kid that came out of Trinity. He went to Texas.
I think I know who you talking about, but I can't.
I can't think his name. I was at Texas with him. He started as a freshman. He
You
was
talking
real
about
good.
the guard?
Yep, the guard.
Yeah. I know. And speaking of which, they got another one too. I think he like a sophomore.
Yeah, I saw him play in high school, and I was like, oh man. Then when he came to Texas, I was like, and saw him practice as a freshman, and he was like doing his thing. I was like, oh man, he legit. He ended up getting drafted by the Cowboys, didn't he?
Like, I don't know.
No, that was the kid from Capel.
Okay.
That was the kid from Capel.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you too, Will, that dude from Denton Ryan name. If you could ever talk to George Florence or any of them coaches that's been in Denton Ryan back in that time span, this dude will average like about 200 something tackles. He played safety. He averaged like about 200 something tackles and about 30 tackles for losses from safety. Like he was so good after the game, I'd be like, man, what was your keys? Cause like I've never seen nobody that's that aggressive but never could get beat over the top. And he just looked at me and like, shit, come on, I just play football.
Yeah,
man.
Right.
Hey, before we get to the good topic, I want to discuss about this transfer rules and why all of a sudden it's a big deal when people decide to leave certain schools and whatnot. Todd, since you ain't been on, at least with me, I want to run through some questions real quick. There's been a debate. Number one, and this might make the people that spoke. This might make Willow show, but is the District of Doom really a District of Doom, or is it just 2 teams?
Nah, I think it's the District of Doom because I think even everybody giving them 2 teams, they like they automatic buys into the playoffs. I really think that on any given day, if one of them 2 teams slipping, somebody in that district could knock one of them out.
What you think, B-Rod?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I know you agree because you said Waxahachie was one of them.
Yeah, I agree. You know what I'm saying? I think on any given, they catch DeSoto or DVS slipping, man. I think Hatch or Cedar Hill can get them.
Willow.
I'm gonna say what I've always said. I think Cedar Hill got the best chance of popping both of them, and I wouldn't be surprised.
I kind of like I think Waxahachie, even though they lost, I think they played a better style versus Duncanville as far as keeping it close for a half. And maybe not being able to finish the game off. And I'm going by the strategy of what I see them do. They like how they minimize the game, shorten the game down. They run their ball. They probably gonna have to go for it on some 4th downs if it's 4th and short and stuff like that to keep possession. I kind of seen some of that against them.
Yeah. I think the scary thing is that, and I'm gonna do a shameless plug for Sunday night. We got a Cedar Hill coach coming on Sunday night to chop it up with us.
What's up?
Y'all don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it. We got Cedar Hill is in the building Sunday night. So, what was the other question I had that I saw was a hot topic before I go?
Transfer.
Yeah, that's the main thing. So let's just go to it, man. So today, an article was in the Dallas Morning News, right? Shout out to Greg Riddle. He wrote an article talking about should, and I read it. It wasn't as bad as the way it said it, but basically, it's about the transfer rules, right, in charter schools. Like they trying to say the charter schools have an advantage. I don't know. I don't know if they have an advantage or not. From what I understand, they got to go by they got rules and stuff. They got to go by just like everybody else.
Yeah.
If you want, I can bring up the article if y'all want to scan through it, and I can get y'all opinion on it.
All right.
That what y'all want?
Yeah, I kind of read it earlier today.
Okay, let's check it out real quick.
Everybody pull out your newspaper.
There you go. So the article's right here. Let's go all the way up to pretty long. Now this is the part I'm shout out to Greg. Nothing against Greg, but I ain't crazy about this title. Cause don't go acting like you're talking about all charter schools and you really just talking about fake fat. You know what I'm saying? And of course, we go down through it. They give out shout out to Andrea Robinson, great coach, women's basketball, girls basketball, great coach. As you can see, she got a resume for your ass. 128 and 14 in 40 years. You did. Back to back, state championship appearances. And I think she got one ring out of that too. So anyway, they talk about it, and what I do like about it is he named names. He didn't do no anonymous coaches on this one, right? He got Matt Wester, who is Plano East, right? My brother, he feeling good right now. He just won a ring. He feel like he can talk his noise. So he already said, yo, man, people leave athletic purposes. Shit, I won with 6 cats from down the street. These cats out here winning with athletic purposes, right? You know what I'm saying? I ain't bad about it. It is what it is. He said, now this one I don't understand. And Ty, you might have to help me out with this. Okay. It say if the DEC decides not to do their job, right?
Yeah.
The rest of us pay the price. I don't know if that's a solution, but I would appreciate if the UIL would discipline the entire district that does not police their own transfer. I ain't gonna lie, man. I don't like the vibe they give. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know the brother. I ain't gonna say what kind of brother he is. I don't know. But I definitely don't like the vibe they give, man. But just real quick, what you think about what I just said right there?
But basically what he's saying is, okay, so let's say J-Mac, you transfer to whatever school, okay? When you get to that school, they got to send paperwork back to your previous school. If your previous school checks, don't write you up or check no on everything, then you just can submit the paper through, and then it just slide on through because the previous school didn't check nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, if the previous school does check yes on question 6 for sure, and maybe a couple other questions, then what you do, you have to have a DEC meeting where the school that brings forward the complaint or the allegation has to prove to the other schools in that particular district why they got to show that you was recruited. It's their responsibility to show that whatever they alleging, they have to show it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
and
Okay.
try to prove it to the other people.
Okay. So I'm gonna go back to the article. Now, number one, while I go through this article, I just want you to explain to me as a head coach, right? I know you're not the AD, you're the head coach. You work in sync with your AD. Shout out to Coach Mays.
Yeah.
How do y'all decide when a kid leaves soccer? How do y'all decide he's leaving for athletic purposes, or they just moving?
I mean, it ain't my job. I've never openly witnessed nobody leaving for athletic purposes. Not if a kid said they transfer. I mean, I ain't had no issues or nothing with them, no problems. Then I mean, I just sign their paperwork wherever they go. Like I'm not going out looking to find something if a kid transferring.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying because he said that about integrity and stuff. But my thing is, are you at these folks' dinner table to know if why they leaving? Like who gives anybody the authority to say you leaving for whatever, other than the fact that you leaving?
I mean, what they normally get some people on, J-Mac, is social media posts, text messages, stuff like that, where somebody may have said they were doing something, over social media where people done screened and copied it and stuff like that, and then people present that, or they could have some direct relationships with with somebody at the previous school, and they could have said something to them or sent them a message saying something, and then they try to bring that stuff back up. I'm guessing.
Okay. Hey, any of y'all got something to say this before I bring the next point? Willow B. Rise?
No, anybody that don't sign up on the kid is a hater.
Yeah, that's pretty much how I feel about it. But now this one, I found this comment interesting. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I got a key thing before J-Man, before you go to that. Like, because this is my question I would ask. Like, they asked that, about charter schools, whatever. But when Allen quarterback left Allen, and his mama the superintendent at Allen, why did he leave?
You said when he left Allen to go to Allen?
Yeah.
And put up numbers?
Yeah.
And his mama worked in the district?
No, she wanted the superintendent.
She wanted a better opportunity for her baby.
Well, sound like me.
But so you see what I'm saying is, and a lot of this stuff, it normally get put back on us because a lot of our people may don't have the same type of income and the same money to do certain stuff that other people do. You know what I'm saying? It just ain't no different from it with COVID. And then Austin Westlake, just two big defensive linemen I heard a period out of nowhere. But it's cool because if you got enough bread, you can do a lot of stuff.
Right. And you ain't got to, let's just be honest, everybody don't have a great rigor they can call.
Well, I think I'm gonna put it to you like this, guys. It's probably a lot more movement going up north that we don't hear about it, because I think when that last group got shut down, I believe for that same reason. It was too much information out there that people was giving freely. You know what I'm saying? And it's the reason why UIL follow you, J-Mac. You know what I'm saying? So I think you got to straight up and be cognizant of how you move. And so when we had that same conversation, when we was telling guys in the chat or in the group that y'all need to chill, because it's a lot of things moving that y'all don't even understand, and they kept on, and the group got shut down. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot going on. It's the reason why Greg ain't on our side of town. I mean, why he on our side of town reporting. You know what I'm saying? It's no different than the guy that investigated Kimball. They're always going to come on our side of town and try to stop us from doing things that are hindering them. When our kids are not going to play for them, now it's a problem. You got more black coaches now than you ever had before. And these parents are taking their kids to places where they coaches can relate to them. And that's a problem.
Which brings me, I'm glad you brought that up, Coach. That brings me to my next point, what I want to point out, right? Now, I don't know Chance Westmoreland. I'm assuming that's a brother. But he's the head coach at Argyle Girls. Now, this is quote from Coach Westmoreland, right? It says, they are likely to, talking about Faith Family, they are likely to have a completely different roster of all-star kids. To me, that's not right. Okay. They are affecting teams' ability to win a championship. For me, 95% of my roster went to junior high here.
But what about the other 10?
Right. What about that other 5%, right?
Yeah. How good is that other 5%?
Right.
Right.
Hey, but I just put that because y'all know the motto here at the Dub. It's kids first, right? We care about, we want whatever, we gonna always favor the kids, the players, the parents. We love the coaches, but at the end of the day, the coaches gonna be there, the kids gotta go. They ain't gonna be there that long. So it sounded like to me you said you affected my record. You're not winning me no championship. I can't win no championship if you get a better team than me. Which you ain't lying, right? That ain't a lie. I mean, you got a better team than me, I can't win.
Mm-hmm.
But is that Faith Family problem? Who problem is that?
I mean, like the first thing you got to go back to is like when Swaggy posted his little article earlier today and said, got him. Number one thing is, it's never been addressed why was Faith Family moved up from 4A. So that just leaves you to speculate. So now they moved up to 5A. And by from my understanding of the rules, they can go no higher than where they are right now. So anything they do to Faith Family is going to be an amendment to a rule that wasn't established before all this happened.
Hey, Todd. Go ahead, J-Man.
No, I'm just saying. I'm gonna just piggyback off Todd real quick. Why did he say got him? Because I'm reading the article. It ain't got nothing to do with no got him. This whole article ain't nothing but raising up questions. And when I get to the end of it, which is the main question I want everybody input on, but yeah, I don't know what they're talking about with got him.
Well, I could tell you that, and I tell my Carter people this all the time. As much as I love y'all, they complain about Faith Family, and we ain't have an inability to win the state championship because of Faith Family, because they recruit, because they do this. Todd, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, does Faith Family operate under the same UIL rules that Carter High School do?
It's one slight difference between the two. In order to, in a way, okay, let's just say if you move to Dallas and let's say you're a sophomore and you want to go to Carter but don't stay in Carter attendance zone, you got what I'm saying? You're going to be ineligible for varsity that year because you didn't move within their attendance zone or you didn't come like maybe when you was a freshman coming in through a Magna program if you stayed in the Dallas ISD area. At Faith Family, the moment you move anywhere in Dallas, that's considered your first opportunity. So upon your first opportunity, you can elect to go to Faith Family. You can stay anywhere that Dallas DISD services. from North Dallas to West Dallas, East Dallas, South Dallas, wherever, Oak Cliff, wherever, you will be eligible at your first opportunity, which means that's the first time you move within Dallas city limits, and you eligible no matter what year you transfer there.
Okay, so a kid could come in if he say the kid went to Lake Highlands, he could transfer to Faith Family and not have to sit out.
Lake Highlands may be considered, based on where he stay, may be considered in Dallas, so he may have to sit out.
So he would have to come in from somewhere outside of Tarrant County, Dallas County.
Yeah, outside of Dallas. Yeah, somewhere the DISD.
So if he came from Anna, he can come and be eligible right now.
If they move into Dallas, yeah, he's eligible right now.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Again, the paperwork being signed off on by the previous school.
Okay. And then if they go to Carter and they move from Anna, they got to sit out that year.
Unless they move in Carter's attendance zone.
Unless they move in Carter's attendance zone.
Yeah, they got to be in Carter attendance zone to be eligible. They just can't move to Dallas, anywhere in Dallas, and go to Carter like that. It'd be eligible.
Right, they would have to live in Carter attendance zone.
Exactly, yeah.
But if you enroll in Carter's Carter Collegiate Academy, you don't have to be in their attendance zone.
As an incoming freshman?
So you'd have to do that as an incoming freshman.
Yeah, you got to do that as an incoming freshman, yeah. Because that's your first opportunity in high school.
Okay. So, but you can transfer your sophomore year into a magnet. Or
No, because they didn't go back in 04 when we was at Lincoln. We had a kid that went to Lincoln Magnet, but stayed by Skyline, and he transferred back to Skyline and Gary Fields. He was a D1 kid. He had to sit out a year because he didn't go to Skyline at his first opportunity. Now that's a lot of stuff when you start going by the rules. That's a lot of stuff us in Dallas, we have to do a lot of that paperwork that a lot of suburban places don't do a lot of that stuff. And so, like, somebody just asked, can you pay to attend Dallas Magnet School? No. If your address is outside of Dallas, you can't go to Townview and be eligible to play for Dallas. If your address you have to have a Dallas address, and whatever your address is zoned to, that's the school that you have to play sports for. Let's say if you go to a Townview, Barack Obama, any one of them type of schools. You can't stay in DeSoto and then go to Townview and then play for a school in Dallas. You can only play for DeSoto.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay. So we good up to now, right? So I'm gonna get down to where we're gonna have our discussion at, and I can take this off. Now I get it. South Grand Prairie girls coach, Coach Raven, probably upset because they did lose. Talking about athletic purposes, I got a problem with that because unless, like Coach Codd said, if you don't have concrete evidence, and I mean concrete, I'm talking about like dead on the text messages, concrete evidence, don't ever accuse nobody. That's like accusing people to be a racist, and they ain't. I feel like you just can't go accusing folks. So if you don't have proof, I ain't trying to hear all that athletic purposes stuff, but you don't know why people move. Going down Westmoreland, all right, that's what Todd just talked about, being eligible and not have to sit out. Shout out to Coach Robinson. She did come on and defend her program, and she made a good point. They have upheld all the rules that UIL put before them. So what you crying about? Cool. Now this is the thing right here when they say looking at the rules, and this is the question I would have for Mr. Riddle is, instead of trying to like right here, time for change, instead of talking about implementing the rule from 1981. Instead of talking about going back to 1981, how about we just live in 2024? Instead of going back to 1981, talking about sitting out automatically, my question is, why we just can't live in 2024 and understand that in this day and time, people move? So my main question to y'all is, Coach, what y'all think of a one-time transfer rule? No questions asked.
I think the first thing is I think it's a demographic thing. First of all, okay. When you talk about people, some people that come from from good households, I'm talking about as far as economically, they don't move as much as people that are economically disadvantaged to a degree. What I'm saying. So an economically disadvantaged person may have to move not because of sports, not because of school, because their parents can't stay here no more. They may move 5 times. So will that kid be punished and have to serve his one-time sentence or get his one-time reprieve based on a move that was because their mama got evicted out of the apartment? You know what I'm saying? Versus a person who parents got the money to move for whatever reason to put their kids in a better situation. So I think a lot go into it. I don't think you can kind of have it that way, because when you go by the mobility rate at SOC, I think it's like 45%. 45% of our student population goes to multiple high schools or have went to multiple different schools throughout their schooling from K through 12. You know what I'm saying? So like to me, that ain't gonna work. That would be dumb too. Because
and that's what I was
somebody
saying.
So what about your mama, J-Mac? Your mama get kicked out. You got to transfer, let's say, from Carter, and now you got to go to Pinkston, okay? So then they say, okay, that's your one free transfer. Then your mama get a job, y'all get a house, and let's say you move by Hutch. So now when you go to Hutch for this next time, that mean you ineligible? And it wasn't nothing in your control, even dealing with no athletics.
Right. Yeah, I see that. Well, I mean, well, how about you get the one free transfer, and then after that you got to show, concrete proof or whatever, like the rules are now.
Man, y'all tripping. So let me get this straight. I just want to make sure I'm hearing this right. I got an opportunity to better my life, better my family life, better my child life. Y'all want to hinder me because somebody feelings hurt, because they kids leaving them, because they can't get a chance to win the state championship, right? So we understand Jimmy's and Joe's, but never mistake talent, culture for talent, and talent for coaching. It ain't the same thing. And if I want to take my child somewhere where they can get a free scholarship, I'm gonna take my child there. Because what we talking about at the end of the day, if we truly talking about a child or some grown-up ego, like that's bullshit. Like we as grown-ups take different jobs all the time to better ourselves. But we want to hinder kids who are not going to have opportunity to play this sport again in their life. We still got more jobs we can find as adults. But we're going to take this away from them at an age where this can change their life, their family life, and everybody's lives, coaches, players, whatever. School. It's bullshit. Like that's bullshit. I wouldn't penalize no kid for transfer as many times as you want.
But this is
shout out to Justin Evans, man. I like what Justin Evans said, Coach. And I guess it kind of go with what we were talking about earlier, but this is what I don't like. I'm gonna be honest. This is what I don't like. I don't like. He said he's never not, and the coach, I know you said you haven't either, not signed off on a kid. But there are people who constantly mark for athletic purpose. I'm gonna be honest, man. If anybody ever checks athletic purpose on a kid that's trying to move, use an evil SOB. I'm just gonna be honest. Use an evil SOB. Use an evil, and I hope you get ran over by a bus. I ain't even gonna lie.
No, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that.
I'm gonna do it because you are trying to counsel Kid only have 4 years in high school. I don't give a damn if he moved for an NIL deal. He only got 4 years in high school. He or she. You do not try to ruin a kid's opportunity for a free education because they don't want to play for you. Think about that. And I look at all these self-righteous people that always posting the Bible scriptures and claim they from God, and everybody wants to do this and that, and oh the Lord and all of this. But yet, you will stop a kid from pursuing their dreams because they can't fulfill yours?
But J-Mac, you remember the episode of Snowfall when Franklin and was riding in the car and he pulled over and he said, "You want to go to war because you don't like the way somebody talk to you? I built this brick by brick." You remember that? You remember that scene? You ain't a Snowfall fan.
I remember.
Okay. You remember that, B-Rise?
Like this, the thing you got to realize too, J-Mac, is this. You got to go back to the beginning to understand why some of these rules are the way they are. See, a lot of this stuff was put in because it wasn't never accounted for us to be moving back or going to certain places. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to go back and think. Go back to when how many cats played basketball on Hutch, on Hillcrest basketball team that was from Oak Cliff.
Yeah.
When they won. See, that what they do is people, they understand how to manipulate the rules. So when they want to get the same thing you talking about, they make up an M&M transfer.
Yeah, minority to majority.
Because, and if you go back and think about M&M transfers, it wasn't no colored M&Ms. It wasn't no white M&Ms coming back to the color school. So you got, when you think about it, they institute rules and policies to allow them to do some of the things they have done throughout history. The problem now is that some of their own people have now done hurt them. Like if you look at Plano, Plano supposed to be angry and mad because Plano has been reduced to nothing. I mean, they won a basketball championship this year. But since Allen done came through, Allen has destroyed Plano. Like, what is Plano? Now, if you look at all the areas around them, Lovejoy, Melissa, all that stuff that way, Plano ain't no attraction no more. And what kind of success have they been having in football since they was able to monopolize the game in the beginning? So a lot of them are mad and still holding on to their stuff, and then it don't make it no better when the Samples win, when the Todd done won, when the Matthews done won, when the LBJ went to the state championship, when North Shore keep going. You know, like that's really hurting a lot of people's feelings because they ain't never meant to be that way. Football in Texas was always meant to be the team that's the best team as far as the chemistry and grew up together. It's supposed to always be the winner. It wasn't never intended for us to win like that. That's why it was such a long drought for inner city schools. And it's strictly because of that, but a lot of cats don't really understand what we up against. And I'm gonna tell you another thing. They use some of this stuff in private meetings behind closed doors as reasons to make up their opinions about people. You remember when we lost the state championship game and Grimes had me on, it was just talking about the call or how you pick the refs. Well, I made a comment in that video where I was like, I normally choose the Houston refs because they used to seeing the same demographic of kids like a DeSoto or Sock, them type of team play against each other. Well, they not rattled in the game, the referees not, because they used to that high intensity.
And I just threw out now, I really don't use San Antonio because I don't think they used to them type of games. I got the actual picture right now of the referee meeting they had in San Antonio where the head official in San Antonio put up on the board and talked and said said I was a racist and I talked down on San Antonio and all this in their official meetings for every official in San Antonio. And every official in San Antonio, they know I ain't lying. And I got the picture in my phone. For when they come back later on and be like, why I don't use it, it's because of this. And the dude sat up there and talked and said I was a racist and all this type of stuff. So I'm saying a lot of this
San
stuff.
Antonio football sucks.
I mean, it wasn't even about that. I was just saying, you know what I'm saying, J Mac. Like down here,
I see what you're saying, and
it's similar to Houston.
Well, all right, but hold on, guys. Hold on. Quick question, Todd. Like, is everybody familiar with the Project 2025? Like, that's kind of going around. Have anybody have a chance to read it?
Yeah, I remember.
All right, just kind of scan through it. All right. So the first thing he said was, let's take it back to 1981.
Yeah. That's what I was saying.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now you're dealing with redlining. Now you're dealing with... See, here's the problem, man. Y'all messing up people's money. And you messing up these kids' opportunities, as they like to say. You know what I'm saying? Maybe my kid playing 3 or 4 more games, he get a scholarship. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, J-Mac, this whole transfer thing, this whole, like you said, man, we're going to hold these kids back. That's the worst thing that could ever happen, because what's going to end up happening, they're going to come across the wrong kid, and that's going to turn into a whole nother lawsuit. Because y'all are prohibiting kids from bettering themselves. I don't care if it's for athletic purposes or whatever. If you go into a school, a particular inner city school or a football-driven school, you're probably going to walk into that school and immediately have more Division I scholarship full rides than you have Division I academic full rides. It's just going to be what it is. I mean, we was at Carter, we was putting 18 in D1. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if we had 18 full academic scholarships. So we might have, because we was really, really smart. But I'm just saying, I don't know that, but I can almost tell you that those opportunities are not going to be there for you if you're consistently telling kids that they can't have an opportunity to better themselves. That's a flawed, that's an evil way of moving. Very evil.
I agree.
Yeah.
And back to you, Coach Todd. Man, how do y'all even move on from that? Like, I understand you might not use the center, but if I'm Samples, if I'm Mathis, if I'm Jack, if I'm Coach Allen, if I'm Coach Shavers, if I'm Coach Lynn, if I'm Gates, I ain't using them either.
Yeah, and what I'm saying though is that they may not be viewed as I'm viewed. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Ty, yeah, everybody think you
Marcus Garvey or something. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you're a throwback coach in modern times.
Yeah. So they may not hold nothing against them, but I'm luckily I had somebody that was able to give me the information. So now I know I ain't using them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because now it's justification why not to. And I never had nothing against San Antonio. My biggest thing was like, shoot, I like Houston because it's similar to Dallas.
So you think they would say that just because you said that?
Yeah. Yeah, and I didn't even know what they were talking about. It was late one night, probably about 3 weeks ago. I was up, and I clicked on YouTube and watching some different stuff on YouTube, and that Grimes thing popped up.
And I was like, man, that must be where them people got that from, because that's exactly what they had up there was exactly what I said when I was talking to Grimes about selecting officials. Verbatim, damn near.
It's a cold world out there, man.
Yeah, but you know, I mean, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's some coaches out there that's cutthroat, and sometimes it don't be the coaches. Sometimes it be the people above the coaches.
Yeah. Now let's go back real quick and shout out to Coach G, because he said, real quick, just go back to Faith Family. He said solution, put all charter schools 6A. Do any of y'all think that's a solution? I would say yes, if they're allowed to bring in whoever they want.
The problem is we just talking about the one charter school that actually can compete at 6A. Now you start talking about the Life Oak Cliff, Life Waxahachie, all these other charter schools that ain't gonna be quite. They might as well cancel sports.
Jesse, you ain't shit for that, Jesse.
Well, but Todd, now rightfully so. Now, if those schools have the same rules that Life has, I mean that Faith Family has, then shame on you, Life, for not utilizing it.
No, but some charter schools have other rules though. We're like it maybe come down to it, like you just can't transfer there. They got a whole waiting list and stuff like that when you get to them Life Oak Cliff schools.
Oh, that's what I'm saying, because their priority is not necessarily sports.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So they fall under the charter school rule, but actually getting into the the life system may be a different process than the Faith Family system.
Yeah. Well, Faith Family doing it right, man. I don't have no problem with Faith Family. Bravo.
Yeah.
Bravo.
So what's the solution? And I'm with y'all, man. I mean, you know what? If it was really a problem, it'd be more than just Faith Family we talking about. That's the way I look at it. Because Faith Family ain't the only charter school out there.
But the thing with they have, Faith Family, the difference is this. Faith Family is in Dallas. So now you got to realize the area of Dallas. So you can put a school in DeSoto, but it still means a charter school in DeSoto, but everybody can only come from DeSoto still. But when you talk about Dallas, that means people can move any part of Dallas and go to Faith Family, which is totally different than a lot of other, like where else can you put a school that has the outreach to be able to get that many different people, possibly have that many different people come to it. Besides a school that's in Dallas.
That's just the Dallas school, because I thought the main school was in Waxahachie or something, right?
You talking about Life? Or Faith Family?
Is that Life or Faith Family? Where's the other Faith Family school at? I thought they main school.
It's one in Waxahachie, it's one in Lancaster. You got to realize, J Mac, just by sock, you can walk the Life Oak Cliff, you can walk the Faith Family. They got one right off there off what's that by that McDonald's? Like you got in Lancaster, you got that ILT Lancaster, whatever that is. Like we surrounded, we got all the KIPS, all them different schools. The whole Oak Cliff is saturated with a bunch of charter schools.
Yeah.
So then we get penalized as SOC, because in our area, most of our kids that are SOC kids don't go to SOC in middle school. So if you a kid growing up in our area, in my area that I serve, where there's SOC anywhere in the Oak Cliff area on that side, more than likely the kid want to go to Holmes. Right. Why? Because Holmes is more the dominant athletic program. So now I got to get paperwork out even when the kid is in soccer attendance hour, but because he didn't go to Bowster Zoo or Todd Middle School, now we got to get PAPS filled out for every kid, which is totally different than the normal stuff that I had go. A lot of schools don't do PAPS on incoming freshmen. We actually have to send them things out. So then we might get a phone call and say, why does South Oak Cliff have so many PAPFs? was because we gotta do them on every incoming freshman that didn't go to Bible Story or Zoom Walk, but then Todd, whatever school name is. But then most parents ain't sending their kids there because they don't want their kid to go to no building from 1932 that the lady who fixed up all the other schools on the other part of Oak Cliff for Kimberly Carter, she don't do shit for Bible Story. And then you got the other school, don't nobody want their kids to go to Todd. So they send their kids to homes or charter schools.
Yeah. And for the people that love numbers, they see, 100 PLs, and they just automatically assume that you're not getting your kid.
And then if they look at most of them be kids that don't even play. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. Like, let me. But that's what they don't understand the difference between how many cats down there at UIL is from the inner city. See, what they're trying to do, they're trying to say, well, in Frisco, we had a lot of schools in Frisco. Frisco ain't like Dallas.
Nowhere close.
J-Mac, I stayed in South Dallas. I went to John Lilly Bryan. That's Roosevelt attendance zone. I went to Atwell. That's Carter attendance zone. I didn't go to my home school till I went to high school. Now, you go back and trace how many kids in Dallas go to a certain school because they ain't in there with school out or they granny stay over here. They don't even go to school where they stay half the time.
No, a lot of them go to school wherever's on their parents' route to work.
Wherever they got a family member that they can see, you can go too. But that's a Dallas thing. So you don't, like, a lot of people on the outside don't understand how it really be in Dallas.
Yeah.
Like my mom was like, I couldn't go to Carter because she was like, they ain't like Dr. Lewis. So she was like, you got to go to Lincoln because that's what Dr. Lewis said. So parents will make a decision based on a particular teacher out of school. But I'm saying this thing been going on like this for a long time. This shit ain't just started. Like, so think about that though.
Yeah.
And now you throw in, you can go to Faith Family, you can go to Life Oak Cliff, you can go to KIP, you can go to ILT, you can go to goddamn Life Walks Heck ain't far. You can go to A.W. Bryan. Like, look at all these schools. Hamilton Prep.
At the end of the day, Todd, let them kids go wherever they want to go. Just let them go.
But they ain't gonna want to hear that.
I know, because it's affecting their bottom line. You know what I'm saying? I mean, when a man goes to the southern sector and refers back to a 1981 rule, he didn't come up with that rule by himself. Somebody told him to go, you know what I mean, to write that rule. If you look at what they're trying to do with the school system and everything going on, that's falling right in line. They all right.
That's wild. I ain't gonna lie.
Like,
it's wild to think that the solution is going back to 1981.
But
like, that's some crazy shit. I still can't even wrap that around my head. Like,
but this the thing, y'all. Until you get somebody that's coming from a community outside of the norm of the people who make all the policies, you're gonna continue to have the same type of rules made. Like, it's no representation. Like, who can I, like I'm being honest, who can I go to UIL and really sit in their office that can relate to what I go through being at a Dallas ISD school? Nobody. You can't come talk to me about no Liberty Hill. You can't come talk to me about no being in Cypher or being in some of these places. I'm talking about come where I'm at. Like, nobody looked like us. That's why I kept joking, like, I'm going to go down there to UIL and I can actually sit in the room and find out what the hell be going on.
Man, don't go. They'll meet you at the door. They'll meet you down the street. They won't let you on the block.
But that's what I'm saying. But this what I'm saying, J-Mac. We have never had more power than what we got right now. We just don't know it.
We just don't use it.
Nah, we don't know it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if you take the chain off, the first time the horse don't know he can walk away from the tree now. Somebody got to guide him away from it.
So, you know, but I would say though, who would be your fighting charges? Because a lot of the guys who have that power are actually coaching now. And do you think a lot of guys are scared to, you know, ruffle the feathers? You know what I mean? They're scared to speak out.
I think it's some that's scared to speak out. I think some just feel like it ain't their fight. And I don't really know who. I ain't to the point yet where I can just throw my hands up and say, y'all can fire me. I don't need no more money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I don't necessarily think you're gonna go out there anyway. I think you have a supporting staff that'll support you if you did step out and take that stance.
I'm with you, but the thing is, everybody who like say they like us ain't really like.
Oh well, I
really
know
like
that,
them.
man. I mean, that's real. Recognize real, and you looking familiar. Like you know who those people are.
Yeah, it's gonna be some Kendrick Lamar Drake shit going on.
Yeah, Todd, I'm just call me what you want to call me.
Yeah.
Say what you want to say. I am not, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I do not support people who are going to take advantage of kids and stop kids from bettering their life, because there's nobody in adult land that's going to stop another adult from bettering their life.
Yeah. Nah, you're right though.
You know what I'm saying? And I just, you know, I don't believe in that one-time transfer rule thing. I wasn't a guy that played for multiple schools. You know what I mean? I went to college, same college as a freshman, I finished as a senior. Same high school as a freshman, I finished as a senior. Same little league team, Redbird Raiders, was with them forever. You know what I'm saying? Was with the Mustangs till the Mustangs left. Was with the coach till the coach left. You know, I think at the end of the day, as a man and as a coach, I change jobs every year. You know what I'm saying? Because I had opportunity to better my life. We're not in the business. If we say again, Todd, it goes back to this. I'm so tired of these people in the administration always talking about, hey, we're doing what's best for kids. But when it comes down to the kids and making the right decision, we're making these decisions for adults. We're not making them for kids. There's no way you can sit there and say as an adult, as a human being, as a teacher, as an educator, that it is okay for me to hinder a kid from having a better life, because you can't provide the opportunities that kid needs, because you can't relate to that kid.
Or because that kid just don't want to play for you.
And that's fine too.
For whatever reason. Because this is my thing. If I'm an AD, don't come to me talking about he leaving because he going to play for athletic reasons. Because the first thing I'm asking is, why the hell is he leaving you? What's over there that he gonna get that he ain't getting here? See, that's the problem. People don't want to look in the mirror and say, okay, why are y'all leaving? Okay, what haven't I did? Oh, we're not getting kids to college. Let's go find us a better recruiting coordinator. Let's do a better job trying to get kids to college. I don't care what it is. You know, ain't no limit on D3 and NAIA. Get them there.
Yeah. It's a different world. And we're like, it still boils down to, at some point in time, you got to be able to, you got to have somebody. It's no representation for all different types of situations. That's the biggest thing. Like, if your parents them very wealthy, they can do a lot of stuff for your ass. But like in Oak Cliff, ain't nobody got no barn dominiums in their backyard. And y'all know what a barn dominium is?
I absolutely do.
Shoot.
No.
Well, people be having like little houses in their backyard, and people stay in them.
Some of those are called ladoos, but yes, I do know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
Like none of them, like ain't nobody in Sock can afford to have no barn dominium in their backyard for somebody else to stay. So that's what I'm talking about. A lot of this shit gonna boil down to economics at the end of the day and representation for some true diversity. Diversity means you need to have somebody who represents the poorest of the poor, just like you got somebody who represents the richest of the rich. And until you got that, and them people got to look at that table and understand what both sides is coming from, it ain't gonna never be fair.
Right.
Yep.
And then more people gonna be get along boys and just follow in line with it. And not try to ruffle no feathers. But it ain't right.
What is the solution? What if Greg Riddle called you and asked you what's the solution? Obviously, y'all ain't going back to 1981.
Yeah.
So what's the solution?
My thing would be just me coming from who I am. I'm not gonna mark up no kid, especially. I mean, like 100%. But then I just don't see nothing with it. Like, shit, when somebody send their PAP up to me, shit, I return that shit in 5 minutes. I mean, it's the same way we lost Kevion Riggins. You didn't see us going out there crying on the ground.
No.
When Coach Flanagan sent that paper over here, when he sent that paper was returned in 5 minutes. Because as soon as it come through, I got a little alert that come on my phone that tell me if something come to my UIL thing. And I sent the thing right to him. Now, if it was the other way around, it wouldn't, I mean, I'm not saying with Flanagan, but I'm just saying if it was the other way around, it would have been a problem. And I'm going to tell you where the problem would have came from, J-Mac. This show. Because I don't know what episode that was, but go back and watch that episode and listen for certain words that were said during that episode when y'all had him on. But we don't be tripping this time.
No.
But if the other way around, motherfucker would have had our ass some handcuffs.
And that's the problem.
Yeah, but it's something I naturally like. I mean, it's just like a girl. You know, like if your girl leave you or something, I ain't finna like go up like you can't leave me. I swear to God, I'm finna go to work on this. Nah, I ain't finna do all that.
Kyle, you can tell the people that was players and the people that just didn't get no loving growing up.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
You can tell who was a player with the ladies and who wasn't, because I was always raised. If somebody able to take her, he ain't yours.
And then J-Mac will. So imagine, now we already talked about the amount of movement in a Dallas ISD school. Now imagine if you try to be like some of these suburban schools where they actually have people going out checking how many kids. Now you got to check every kid that ever transfers into your school and be following them. How much money is that going to cost?
But they only going to follow the ones that got the names. They don't care about them others. They only care about the ones that's going to help you win games.
And this is why I tell them the whole hypocrisy of the whole thing is. It's just like somebody said in one of them articles. If you want your kid to be the best actor, Dallas ISD ain't got no problem with taking nobody want to go to Booker T. Washington that's going to make them look better and be the next superstar, no matter where they stay. And then if you go back and remember this with Booker T. Washington, you remember when they started finding out that a lot of people were just buying apartments in Dallas area codes, but actually stay in other places outside of Dallas? Think of that. Like, remember, like they started making people to go to Booker T
them to have to do PAPFs, and that you had to have your residence for 2 years before you applied and all this type of stuff. Like, I wonder, where did that come from? Did that come from the people inside of Dallas complaining they couldn't get in? Or the people on the outside losing some of their better kids in that particular field? And everything we do, we don't got no problem with the people going to Obama. Like who made it cool for all the smart kids to go to Townview? And then you mad because the homeschool's test scores ain't what they went, probably what they could be, when you done took the brightest kids out the damn school. Like, why that ain't a problem? You feel what I'm saying?
Because it's about the kids then.
Yeah, and it's about making one school be the show pony for the whole entire district. You take all the smart, supposed to be the brightest kids out your district. They don't go to their home school no more. They go to specialty schools now. And then you don't even count their test scores with the home school they came from. But then, so if y'all thinking, so why sock football ain't that way? Why sock football ain't gonna get the same treatment that Booker T. Washington get for acting, or Obama get for being Obama type people?
I think you need to be careful what you ask for.
No, I'm just saying though, in the mind frame.
Well, I think, Todd, the mind frame is here, boss. I think we done crossed that last year in the state game. Like it's I remember we was in your office and you had won your second title. And I said, well, Todd, you better get ready because they're coming for you.
Yeah, you did.
I said, they coming. And here we are. You know what I'm saying? I think at the end of the day, man, the thing that helps you is that you have people around you to help you and you moving in a righteous way. I think what you got to be aware of now, you saw it in the PNG game. Texas high school football has been predominantly ran by white suburban schools. It's consistently has been ran that way. You have your Cadies, your Lake Travises, your Austin Wastelakes, your South Lake Carols. You have your smaller schools, smaller districts. I wouldn't necessarily consider Aledo, even though they're the best. You have those type of schools that has traditionally ran high school football.
Yeah.
But you don't hear about those teams no more. You're hearing about Sauk or DeSoto or Duncanville. That's your money draw. That's what people are going to see. You got North Shore, like you said. That's where the attraction is. There's a reason why they moved the Sauk and PNG game to what, a quarterfinals game now?
Yeah, possibly, or it could be before that.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like, there's a reason why they did that. Which is, I'll go back to say, man, at the end of the day, you just got to make sure that you doing everything the right way, because they went and hired a Todd Dodge. They got him out of retirement. They gave him almost $1.5 million for a staff. He went and got head coaches. And you have not heard one time about how many kids are J-Macking up there. This is a real life game we playing, and it's in the southern sector is under attack, as it has always been, because that is the playbook that they've always played by.
Hey man, shout out to Coach Evans, man. He's like he telling you it was strategic.
Yeah,
you know.
Y'all right though, but at the end of the day, I mean, and that's why, even though Dallas, Duncanville, DeSoto, Lancaster all like get into it from time to time, like when it's time to ride for each other, like we got to all be locked in. You know what I'm saying?
Point blank period.
Yeah. We got to be CMB on that shit.
And it ain't just
Right.
Southern Sector now, because your boy Riddle, he out there harassing the East Side.
Who is that?
The Riddle, DMN.
Hold on,
And
DMN.
Dallas Morning News.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He out there. He out there harassing non-foreign.
Yeah, but their situation a little bit different. Like, from the standpoint of this is the standpoint I'm saying, is that Mesquite and all that shit's still a little different than this shit over here.
Well, I'm just saying, in the eyes of many, it's the same.
Yeah, but that's the ones that really don't know. Cause like you gotta realize, like
that's true too. But
Duncanville, DeSoto, Lancaster, Sock is FUBU districts. You feel what I'm saying? and you see, I didn't mean to see the hill in that name.
And I would have corrected you if you did, because that ain't a chocolate chip cookie.
So what I'm saying too is that at the same time, everything that's been done is strategic. Like they made this new district of Doom because they wasn't happy with the results from the other district of Doom. And I'm not talking about the results on the field.
Yeah.
Is they looking for somebody to come in and be Fred Hamilton? I think that's his name.
Fred Hampton.
No, Fred Hampton is the man. It's the guy that got Fred Hampton. I forget his name.
Yeah. That's who they looking for right now.
Yeah. What's his name in the chat? Who's the narc on that got Fred Hampton?
They looking for Donnie Brasco. I know Donnie Brasco now.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. You're talking about the guy that told him where Fred Hampton was sleeping at and stuff.
Yeah. Not slipped the Mickey in the drink.
Yeah.
So, like, as long as you understand that, like, they did, a lot of this stuff is strategic, though.
Yeah, it's a version of redlining in high school sports. But you know
everybody gotta have a G code. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what, though, Todd? The beauty of it, though, here's what makes it sweet. Is you get to go out there and compete against that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you get to go coach against that. Like, you get to right the wrong on the field, knowing that you're going to have to beat the team by 21.
And you know what makes it even more special, Will? Is not the fact of that it was done, but for the reason that it was done was because of us.
Exactly.
But that's an honor, though.
It is. That we had that. I mean, we talked about that on that show when J Mac. Remember when he first got hired? Like they went in, and that's what I don't think people really truly understand. They went and hired one of the best legends coaches in all the Texas high school history. Then they turned around and gave that man almost $1.5 million to go hire staff in high school.
Will O'Neal. They looking for Will O'Neal.
Yeah. And then when they did that, then they turned around and opened up their what do you call that stuff, Todd? They open up they allow people to move frequently. And nobody said anything about it. Like, nobody has said anything. I bet you if that roster come out, we'll take a look at it. I bet you a lot of those kids weren't on that roster last year.
It's a turnover on there, for sure.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And that's what they did to beat you. They went and invested in millions of dollars to beat you. Yes, I would be extremely excited about that, and all the more reason to go out there and drag them. Because they don't think for a minute, Todd, that them people weren't sitting up in that stadium looking at you drag they kids up and down that field by 40-something points, and they didn't even score.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you what else a trip too though. Is that I remember, Mook and them at what's that Elite Youth?
Yeah.
They were having something where just talk, to kind of talk to kids and talk to parents just about, the next level, this, not, whatever else. Because they put a flyer out that had our faces on it. I think me and Bam was on there. Like we got a letter from UIL.
Say that again. Y'all got a letter from UIL for doing what?
Because he was having something like a kind of a symposium, just kind of talking to talking to kids and parents about just about how high school is transitioning to college and stuff like that. It wasn't nothing set up like, oh, we're going to go recruit no kids and nothing. It was just for the parents to have actual coaches to ask questions to and stuff too. Man, we got a letter from UIL about that. It said that if any kid attends that thing, they will be ineligible if they attend our school. Damn. That was crazy. But this the kicker though. But then other coaches can have quarterback academies and nobody cares about that.
That's wild. That's wild.
Like that's a trip though.
But you can have a camp where everybody invited.
Yeah. That's in your name. But that's what I'm saying. Until you get some real people that's going to be, not no people that just want to go up there and put a suit on and look like they professional. I'm talking, you got to have somebody want to go up there and like really find out like, how do you change policy? How do you, like, why is this rule this way? Like, what year was this rule even established? You know what I'm saying? Like, what was the first reason they came up with PAPL paperwork? Like, who was the first kid they said, hell nah, we're going to make him have to get paperwork?
I bet you somebody that was probably that was at a white school going to a black school.
You know what I'm saying? So, I be thinking about all that type of stuff. Like, what some of these rules come from? Like, the charter school, private school rules. See, you know why they were leaning on charter schools? Because they never thought charter schools were going to get to the point that it's at. Private schools automatically have to compete at the highest level that wherever that private school resides, you have to compete at the highest level of any school that's in that particular city. So if you St. Mark's, you have to be in 6A because, one of them schools, what's the other school? Jesuit. You got to be in 6A because you reside within Dallas, and that's the highest classification the Dallas school is 6A. So you have no options to come down. When they made charter schools was made differently under different rules.
But the point is, Jesuit also can bring a kid in from wherever they want.
Yes, long as they got a scholarship for them, somebody can pay the money.
So that's what I'm saying. I don't think they want to do that for charter schools. And like you said, they still ain't gave a reason why Faith Family had to go up to 5A. We still ain't heard it. We waiting on the UIL. Greg Riddle, since you out here, Faith Family is all in your mouth, can we get a professional response about why Faith Family got moved up to 5A?
And you know what's crazy about that? It wouldn't matter where you put Faith Family basketball.
Yeah. They gonna
you know what I'm saying? It don't really matter. They like that for real. You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing. If they got the same rules as Jesuit, could you imagine what they would be?
But technically, they still do have the rules. The biggest difference is if you made their rules the same as Jesuit, then Jesuit would really be at a disadvantage and they already are, because Jesuit, you have to pay. It's not a state-funded school, so it's private. So somebody has to actually foot that bill. At Faith Family charter schools, they all still state-funded. So this where the voucher stuff come in. $8,000 voucher ain't sending your ass to Jesuit. That shit ain't gonna even get you past devotion. But $8,000 a year could get your ass in Faith Family. Probably. You know, like if they want to make money, they take your voucher and then you just go to Faith Family. Because they still get, I think, pretty much the same funding because it's a public school. They just held up the more lenient as far as testing and stuff. They still judge a little more lenient than the actual public schools.
You know, again, I think everybody should be open enrollment. You know, like I think the people who are complaining the most are coaches who feel like they don't have the talent so they can't win. At the end of the day, you got to build a championship program. And it don't matter what that program is. If the right coach is in the right situation and get the right kids, they're going to win. You know what I'm saying? We haven't been talking about Faith Family girls basketball. It's been DeSoto. It's been Duncanville. Nobody else in the South has truly been raising heck like that. I don't know. I am not a girls basketball fan, so I wish Kyle Ward was here to fact check me. But popularity-wise, I know DeSoto and Duncanville.
Yeah.
And now we're talking about Faith Family. And the only reason why we're talking about Faith Family girls is because of Faith Family boys. And yeah, they got those good players for sure and that coach, but they only got them because of Faith Family boys. Who has done won, 3 in a row, 4 in a row?
Yeah, I think they won 3 in a row. I think 4 out of the last 6 or something like that.
You see what I'm saying? And I think that, to me, as a Carter fan, as a Carter man, as someone who loves Carter, I always felt like there was opportunities for us to upgrade our roster legally and do it the right way to give us an opportunity to win those games. And I think the people who are happy that they're not in 4A no more, well, shoot, y'all just had Kimball drop down to 5A now. So
what's the excuse?
You see what I'm saying? And if you don't watch Kimball lately, come on.
Because it was Faith Family was the problem.
Yeah.
So I don't care. I don't care about Kimball going down. Faith Family was the problem.
And now they got 2 divisions tied? How you feel about that in basketball, man?
I mean, you know what happened? A lot of coaches cry about how football was. So you know, hey, whatever floats their boat, I don't really care. Yeah, you know, whatever. It's all good.
Is that more of a coach thing? Like I just do a championship on my resume type shit.
Yeah. I think they came from a lot of coaches crying. Like, well, football got 2 champions. You know, like, so I think that's where it stems from.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
I think that's where it stems from. But this the kicker though. What if Faith Family start having football?
I'm with that. You know, I'm with that. I'd love to be their head coach. We'll be beating your ass in 2 years, Todd.
No. The plan would take longer than that. That's how I know you ain't been thinking.
Todd, we'll be beating your Todd, we'll be beating your freshman and JV in 2 years.
You never know, Will. You never know.
I'm telling you, you ain't got to know. You ain't got to know. I'm coming. Yeah, it'll be on. And I would put you on the schedule every year, even when you'll beat me 55-0. I'm gonna take them L's. I'm gonna take them. I'm gonna take them. But when it's time for me to give them out, Todd, just know I ain't gonna be quiet, boss. I'm not gonna be quiet about it.
Todd pretty much been doing that. He might be laughing at everybody this year. This might be the year Todd get to laugh at everybody.
Yeah.
About what, J Mac?
by taking them L's to them 6A teams.
Oh, nah, man. We're going to be all right.
Yeah, I know that. That's why I said it might be you get to the laugh.
But that would be crazy if Faith Family had football, though.
Man,
I'm gonna tell you right now, man. It'll be 4-5 reporters in the bushes down there over there on Keith.
And I'll open up the door. I'll tell them, hey, y'all ain't gotta hide in the bushes. Come on, sit on the bleachers.
Yeah. Come on, yeah. Just tell them, come on in.
Yeah, just come on, dog. Y'all ain't gotta do all that. Y'all know what it is over here.
Hey, man. Hey, Will. This is another question I want to ask you, man, because I just saw Alonzo name. Man, Alonzo said Jesse Armstead was the 7th best player on the goddamn party team.
I saw that,
I saw
that, man.
Now, I want to say what enough is a damn enough.
Well, listen, man. Jesse Armstead is to me, and on that team, my favorite player was Gary Evans. So I gotta lead with that.
Yeah.
My favorite player, my favorite football player was Jesse. My favorite defensive player was Jesse Armstead. My favorite football player was Gary Evans.
Yeah, Jesse Armstead, he was my favorite after all that shit.
Yeah.
Gary was a bad boy to be 5'7".
Yeah, because to me, Gary did a lot of things, and he played both ways.
Yeah,
and he scored touchdowns. He was a goal line back. He's just run that free.
Gary Evans can play. I ain't never said that. That wasn't no fine shit.
Yeah, Gary, and then but Jesse though, man, shoot, Jesse was different, dog. You remember when he broke his hand? He had that club on his hand.
Yeah, then the coach threw the damn ball to him like that.
Yeah, he wanted it. I was there on the sideline of that game. I will tell you, Ty, I was there.
I was there too. My mama never said, man, we going to the car. They finna lose.
Man, it was raining and cold as shit. I know that.
It was cold as shit. And I remember the halftime speech Coach Varner gave.
Yeah, because it was raining. That was Odessa Permian game.
That was Odessa, the rain.
Yeah, the other game was in Waco. It wasn't raining for that Marshall game.
The Marshall game, the only rain was Odell Beckham was raining down on their ass.
Yeah, because he was the best player on the field.
Easily.
Yeah.
Easily. But yeah, I mean, obviously y'all know who my favorite player was, but other than my brother, I like the Derrick Evans. I just thought he was just a freak. Every time I saw that dude as a little kid, it was crazy to me that this guy number 80 was a safety. Even though he would walk down like a defensive end.
Yeah, I'm like, how the hell
sit at a time.
Well, you got to think about the end time. Well, no, it was only one route, go route.
Yeah. But can you imagine though, a cat 6'3", 6'4", ran a 4.4 legit. He probably one of the fastest dudes on the team. Walking down with a free
you know who that really is? That was Ward, bro.
Yeah.
That really was BJ Ward.
It was. But you know who else that was, though?
Who was that?
That was Big Pat, too.
Oh, talking about Andre Patterson?
Yeah.
Now, Andre Patterson, you got to put some more weight on him. He was 250.
Derrick Evans was skinny, but he looked big because back then everybody wore neck braces.
Yeah, top pads. No, but you know who looked the cleanest out of all of them? Was Chris Calhoun.
Number 4.
Yeah, he used to look the cleanest.
Calhoun used to cut my hair. See, him and my brother used to kick it.
Yeah, Calhoun was swole though, and he had every red and blue pad you could think of.
Every last one of them. I remember he put that damn champagne glass in the back of my head. I went to school. They told me I had to cut it off.
Yeah,
I
God.
thought I was clean too, boy.
Oh, you was.
I
You
was
was until you got the first period. Goddamn preacher son walking around here with a champagne glass.
Yeah, that. Derek Evans though. But you know what's crazy though? Is that even from back all the way back then to today, anybody that I know Derek Evans was like he was the most egoist, having person ever.
And the shit talkers. I don't think we'll ever see nobody talk more than Derek Evans. like Derek would talk like he made the tackle and he could be 10 yards away from that motherfucker. But by the time he ran over to the pound, you would swerve it down. He made the tackle because he talking cash noise.
I love it.
On the way there, when he there, it don't even matter.
That boy played football though.
He did. He was
that
a crazy.
boy played
he was
football.
a wild man. He was. Hey, he was Kyron Cone, Will.
Yeah.
He was Kyron Cone. He was wild man. That was the original wild man.
Yeah. Hey, but this one thing that this is a debate that I've always had with people. I think what made that team different from every other Carter team that was supposed to do win state or whatever. I think going through what they went through prepared them to that title because I think it brought them together because they knew like this shit could be over at any day. Where if they didn't go through that, I don't think they would have won state.
I mean, I think we all need that rallying cry, right? You know what I'm saying? Whatever it looks like. I believe every dynasty run goes off of a rally cry. Right?
Yeah.
To get the first one. I believe that 1,000%. I also believe that had they had the opportunity, because it's just a question I got for you, Ty, as I say this.
Yeah.
It amazes me how many people discredit that team for what they did on the field. It amazes me how Carter High School hasn't been relevant in Texas high school football in almost 20 years. But everybody wants to bring up Carter, talks about Carter, and it seems like it just feels like it's a way of people to bash the brand. You know what I mean? But it goes to me, it was like to me, it goes to me like people are going to tarnish Carter because they always wanted to be Carter or be Carter. You know what I'm saying? And for some reason, it didn't happen. Now, he wasn't a B. Norton. I mean, I don't think it was a whole lot of people that was a B. Norton. Byron Eaton was a B. Norton. I would say.
But this is what I'm saying too, Will, about that. I don't think, like when you're saying the people, I think even the people that's locally, like within Dallas, even though some people never beat Carter back then in them days or whatever, I don't think them people were still allies, I believe. I think it comes from the outside factors where a lot of people just didn't like what Carter stood for because of what they saw transpire after they won. That shit made it give it the perception, like I told you, they were just a bunch of thug motherfuckers doing gangster shit.
Yes, and that's the only reason. And you know what's crazy about that? That is the only reason why that it got overturned. Like, if you think about it, they overturned the rule and allowed them to go play. They still playing. After the state championship, it wasn't no other ruling coming out. It was Carter State Championship champion. Then all of a sudden, all that other stuff happened. Then that's when they came back and took the title. Like it wasn't. I firmly believe that if that other stuff didn't happen, they weren't taking that title from Carter.
Yeah, I could go along with that, but I'm saying, but when that shit did come out, that shit was.
Where was you at, man, when you heard about it?
Talking about them going to jail? Or
when you heard about them getting arrested, where were you?
I probably at the crib somewhere. It was saw it on the news.
What about you, J Mac?
Hey, man, I was there. You got to remember, hell, the places they were robbing were right behind my house. the video store, all that. I live behind Second City.
Yep.
So hell, we already knew it was coming.
I'm gonna tell y'all what was the funniest part of that damn trial. Cause I actually had to go in there and sit down in that courtroom every day and watch this shit. Like it was some dude from Carter. I don't know if he was from Carter, maybe Hillcrest or somewhere, but he supposed to be going to the Army or some shit.
No, the Navy. I was in the courtroom too, Todd. I was in the courtroom that day.
Hey,
Dog.
Hey, coming there, he talking his talk. That goddamn Judge Kendall, he hit him with some questions.
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, he said, hey, you know what, son, you got to be the dumbest. He said, you got to be the dumbest, basically like you got to be the dumbest fucking black person in the world right now. Because you didn't have to be in here. And he came in there and tried to do something. Man, they walked his ass back there. Your ass a part of this shit too.
Dog, took him straight to jail. Judge told him, you know what, stop. Don't say no more. Hey, come get him.
Was that PK or somebody like that?
No, it was just like one of the guys on the inside. He was one of the inside guys that was working in one of the
places. He was working in the stove.
He was working in one of the places. I don't know if it was the Punchos or wherever, but he was one of them guys.
Hey, Will, he had his little Navy shit on and everything.
He had to have it. I was there, Ty. I remember that shit. He was just going to come in there with his uniform on, testify, and leave.
Yep.
That cat didn't see the light of day when he walked in there. He didn't see it no more after he walked in that damn courtroom.
Hey, Will, they had Coach Highsmith from TSU on the stand, Coach Cooley. They had them testifying. That judge said, "Hey, y'all wouldn't be recruiting them if they went on. Y'all wouldn't be able to vouch for their character. They wasn't no football player. Basically, told, hey, get y'all ass off my stand too." Hey, Will, man,
that judge was hell.
Hey, he was. Hey,
that was Judge Joe Kendall, right?
Hey, I say that my partner who went to jail before, he told him this your sentence. He had a cup full of pencils. He said, how many people? He said, I'm gonna throw all these pencils up in the air. And how many of you don't catch to hit the floor? That's how many years your ass gonna get. Motherfucker say he did that shit for real. Like Will. You had to hear, man, that crowd when they hit that gavel and start standing their ass up one by one. Boom! And say them years, I'll never forget that sound of them all them crying and shit.
Hollering. That wasn't no crying. That was hollering.
Like, say, man, like that shit made me like, man, I ain't even fuck this shit.
We was at the that little burger spot downtown. What was it called? The little burger shack. You remember that burger shack that it was like down the street from the court building? A little burger shack. A little blue and white. Remember. We was up in there. And they had the TV on.
Man, I'll never forget Will. They hit that gavel. They be like, Keith Campbell, you the ringleader of all this, son. You know, you're a minister to society.
What he tell him, Franklin? You scared me.
Yeah. Hit that gavel, I think he said 25. Derek Evans. Basically, he said something to his ass. Bam, 20. I like, damn, them motherfuckers playing dominoes on their ass right now.
And you know what was crazy? Again, it goes back to the time that we was living in and where we was living. Because they was first offenders getting not life sentence, but getting all that time.
Yeah, 25 years, man. They was first time offenders, dog. Wasn't no probation. All of them had to do time.
And you know the crazy part is that none of them was really like no poor kids.
All middle class.
Yeah, you know that I know that every mom, you know, but I know his situation probably like no mom and dad and shit like the other ones, but like, come on, bro.
Riding around the yellow Camaro, you all right?
Yeah, like that shit hurt me as a youngster. I'm like, man.
Well, and then I think a lot of that too, man. Like I say, before any of that, you weren't hearing nothing about no trophies getting taken away. And I firmly believe that they got those life sentences because they did play at Carter, because they did just win a state championship.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was one of those things. Let me set the standard and let me show y'all.
And what hurt them is the fact that they just kept doing the shit.
Yeah.
And then bringing more people on with the shit.
Now, they robbed that damn video place, man. I think at least 3-4 times.
Like that's what I be talking about sometimes. Where you can win, Will, and like, yeah, you can win and you the state champion, but that shit can end up being a negative.
Yeah.
Because you won, now you think you goddamn untouchable. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I hear you, but they felt that way before that.
I know, but I think that gave them more of a high though, to feel like there's nothing that can stop us.
Right, because they overcame everything to even get a chance to play for it.
Yeah, man. That's shit.
But then that's what I'm saying. It kind of goes back to then. At that point, though, I think whatever dynasty we was building died that day.
Yeah.
Because there were kids that was like Damian Robinson, who was coming to Carter. His mama said, "Nah, you ain't going to Carter." J-Mac transferred. You know what I'm saying? Like people like looked at Carter like pariahs.
Whole bunch of people transferred. I was telling the homie today we were talking about that. He was talking about, you know, when I went to DeSoto. I said, man, when I went to DeSoto, I knew every black there. From elementary and junior high in Oak Cliff. Every black I met at DeSoto, we all came from damn near the same neighborhood.
Yeah, and if you also look at that, if you want to talk about how that flight went, look at the teams that started getting good up north. When you talking about the M&M transfers, Hillcrest started becoming a winner, as you was talking about. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like you got to start looking at, Duncanville started balling. Like a lot of people benefited from that, and I think the worst part of that too is they were so vengeful that they took the next year and told them y'all can't even play again the next year when their team was better than the team that they had that won it. So it's a lot, man. It's a lot, and I don't, and people quick to jump on Carter and bash Carter. I'm just telling you, Carter gonna rise from the Phoenix. I tell you, don't say nothing to me when it happened. I'm just gonna be laughing at you because we're rolling through you.
Yeah, I mean, Carter, it's in a good prime real estate area still.
Yeah, they still got everything you need to be successful.
They first start tearing down stuff, putting up big pretty houses here in a minute.
Nah, I think the thing that to me, when you go on the natural progression, I still think if it was whoever moved to like if Chambers could have went to DeSoto, like in the early 90s, like I think that shit would have been real.
Yeah.
Because you do got to catch the wave, because it is a cycle to go through, and it take a while for the cycle to come back around, and then you got to catch the cycle at the right fucking time, or you gonna have to wait till that shit go around again. So I think Carter missed their cycle, and then that shit have to go back around again.
I think we missed our cycle when we didn't hire Samples.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah, he might have killed him over that way. Yeah.
So I think that happened, and I think our cycle gonna come back around when I'm on the sideline as the head coach, and then don't say I told you so.
Willow coach. He coaching Faith, Family, and Carter.
Yeah, he gonna coach from the middle of the field.
Todd, I'm coaching soccer this year. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stand there and watch. and stand on the sideline.
Hey, this all I know is, like, I still say if Chambers had left in the beginning of the DeSoto build up, like, shit.
Because
Like,
he was only there, what, 1 year with Emo Neal?
Oh, talking about it at Carter?
Yeah.
Nah, he wasn't the head. Freddie James did the head coach then.
No. Did he?
And Mo
He
came
took.
out 94.
When did he take over?
Freddie James retired in, I think, 95.
So was Bruce the first head coach when he took over?
Yeah,
I think he took over 96, 97, something like that.
For a year, right? And then he left to go to Texas.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Made that money. Got that bag.
Yeah, you can't knock that part. Cause like he really was the first cat. Like if you start tracing back now, like he's the first cat that ever like jumped into them ranks. Like he the godfather of that shit.
Yeah. And he stayed at one school.
Hell yeah.
Hell, you would have
he got what, 10 good years at
at Texas, he did.
Man.
He probably he may have had longer than 10. Cause I know he was that Mac Brown tenure.
Yeah, that whole Mac Brown tenure. Named One Strong.
Oh, okay, he was down there with Strong too?
Yeah. He was down there for 1 year with Strong.
Yeah. Nah, let's say like he the first one that from high school, especially hood high school, to college ranks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was all right. Then after that, they started traveling, going to play Miami South Region and all that shit, and that shit was over.
Yeah, they start taking. And then you know what's crazy is, if you look at it for the most part, Carter has always hired, for some reason, East Texas coaches.
Oh, because they was Sandberg from East Texas too?
Yeah.
What's the connection, man? We got to get out of here, man. It's late, man. I want to go watch Beverly Hills Cop.
No,
but
you
don't. Man, this was a great show, man.
It really was. It was like a heartfelt show. It was like the episode of the Cosby Show, like where it's a message at the end of it, and then they go talk about it after the show over with. Like, it'd be like this episode where AIDS is a thing that's hurting our black community. We need to.
We say when they had with the edits they had.
Child abuse is a thing that's really running rampant through our community.
Please dial 1-800.
Yeah, that shit turned into an information session on your hand.
Right.
Hey, man,
They need more TV shows. They need to come back with a. You can't have a modern day goddamn Cosby Show. That shit gonna be too ghetto.
Let me tell you, Ty. I am a lover of Martin, and I promise you, Martin wouldn't last right now. You go back and look at some of them old episodes, and the stuff, the way he talked, ain't no way in hell they would play him right now.
Nah, and I watch Martin every day.
Ain't no way in the world they would play him right now.
Nah, you know what'd be funny? I'm telling you, you go watch, man. Like, go watch an old George Jefferson, the Jeffersons.
Oh yeah, Sanford or something.
Yeah, Archie Bunker. Like Fred Sanford say nigga so many times. I was like,
he did.
Hey, and I cringed just when you said it. So look, here's my thing though. Here's my thing. Do y'all think that old TV was just that insensitive and it was just that time? You know what I'm saying? Would Fred Sanford and Sanford Son be cancel culture right now?
Hell yeah, I just said they wouldn't even play Martin.
Yeah. Fred Sanford, George Jefferson, they would have tore their butts up.
Archie Bunker.
Oh man, they ran Archie Bunker out of town.
Like Richard
I like Archie Bunker.
Hey, y'all ever watched the shows that all the Martin stuff is built off of that Richard Pryor did?
Yeah.
Hey, Richard Pryor, hey, that man was crazy, man.
Hold on, say that again. Last part you just said.
You know, a lot of the Martin episodes are built off like it stems from what Richard Pryor used to do.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know, he had a TV show too.
Yeah.
I remember the TV show.
Yeah, that's where he used to play all them different characters and stuff. That's where Martin got a lot of his inspiration with some of the stuff he did.
It was kind of the Chappelle show too.
Yeah, it was very similar to that. Boy, hey, sorry.
Yeah. All right. So, who your favorite Martin character?
Really Martin. I'll be laughing.
Who yours, J-Mac?
Hold on, man. Everybody used to say I look like Cole, so I used to like Cole.
I can see Cole. I can't
see Cole.
You can see Cole.
I can't see Cole. I don't see Cole when I think of J-Mac.
I don't know, man. I mean, that was back when the grade was black.
But J-Mac looked different younger, though.
Yeah. I'm old now, Ty.
Favorite episode?
Hey, shit, that one where he played New Jack City?
That's mine.
I did. That is it. But what do GTD stand for?
Oh, yeah, he's in the court.
He got the draw. And Tubby pulled the draw.
He got the draws, dog.
Hey, but you remember on that episode he thought the white cop was racist, and then he was like, the white
he married to a black woman.
To a sister.
Yeah.
Right. That was the same episode.
What she say? The sister took a trip on the wild side.
Yeah.
Hey, but when he was Shaquille Sunflower though.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Oh, those who sleep on the floor cannot fall out the bed.
Yeah, because that episode right there, after that episode, then that became the downfall of Martin.
Yeah. When he was going, whatever he had going on with Gina and them was taking him through it.
Hey, man, what they say? What they say? Brother, biggest downfall. That took the show.
But that episode when he was Nino Brown. Because they were like, he was supposed to get a real dog, but they didn't get one. So they didn't even know he was finna. Have you ever heard them talk about that scene?
Oh, yeah. On the reunion show, he did say that. Yeah.
Yeah. Like they didn't know he was finna do all that. So
yeah, all that was ad-lib. All of it.
Yeah.
If you saw him, you saw it. They was break. If you watch Pam and especially Tommy.
Yeah.
Tommy can take it, dog. When he hit him with that sit, lady. Oh, dog.
Hey, you know, Pam, I'm gonna tell you another funny one with the one with Varnell Hill.
Oh, yeah. with the lake full of catfish.
With the catfish, delicious.
So you got lady, you gonna throw that in, huh?
Hey, before we go, I do want to say that Chilligan Island, because my man LaRon, he brought it up. Do you not know that whole fight with that ain't no damn puppy, all that was ad-lib because they had an extra, I think 6 or 7 minutes they had to feed. All that was ad-lib. Cole said that on one of them interviews he did. He was like, all that was just because they had to fill out that time. Martin just, that's where that came. Because you notice it's at the end of the show.
Yeah, because then that was Pam had whooped him.
Yeah.
He was like, man, I'm mad you had to beat your family up like that.
that was the one with the rodent, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was up there fighting the rodent.
Hey, and remember he went to Chilligan's Island out the back of a cereal box.
Out the back of a cereal box.
All right, man, y'all will hold it down, man. Tonight was fun.
Tonight was fun, man. Hey, we'll see y'all Sunday night. Hey, man, Cedar Hill gonna be in the building. We might have to bring Todd back to talk with Cedar Hill.
No, he can't talk to Cedar Hill.
Hey, who come from Cedar Hill?
It's a surprise, Todd. You gotta show up, man. It's
I'm big, man. I wonder who it is, man.
We gonna see, man.
Who it is.
Hey, have you noticed, J Mac, the Todd scenery has changed? You got your house updated, man. They're like a new ceiling fan, new.
You know what? I thought he was at his vacation home. You know, he got like 20 homes. You know, him and Drake, neighbors and shit. They, you know, they kicking it.
Nah, you know, sometimes, Will, man, in this life I live, I mean, sometimes when one house get too hot, I got somewhere to go to.
Okay, well, yeah, just don't give your number out to everybody.
Nah, ain't nobody. Hey, I ain't
You
hard
still
to
in
find.
Dallas, huh?
Yeah. I'm in DeSoto right now.
Oh, okay. You know, this vacation time. You the coaches. This is the week that everybody go on vacation.
Nah, I go. I leave on July 11th to the 15th. I'm going to New Orleans.
Oh, okay.
When is the coaches show?
Talking about the convention.
I mean the coaches clinic.
I think it's the 21st. Whatever that Sunday is through that Wednesday. I think the 21st. I think that's what it is. But yeah, I'm finna go. Y'all got any recommendations for New Orleans?
Well, no, man. Just eat as much as you can and walk.
And beware of the pickpockets, because they will get you.
Damn, like y'all ain't like one spot to hit up or nothing. Talking about eat and walk and then watch your pocket.
Well, that's what you gonna do.
Well, I mean, y'all ain't no good place to go or nothing. Like, damn.
I mean, you can go. Names, you can take them tourist trips to the swamp and all that good stuff. You know,
I ain't going no goddamn swamp.
I would just say stay on Bourbon Street. Where you staying at? Are you staying downtown?
Yeah, I'm staying at the Caesar.
Oh, well,
it's right there.
Call Lil Wayne.
You know what? You know who I'm finna call? I'm finna call the Hankins. I'm gonna call them. They from New Orleans.
Yeah. They gonna send you somewhere safe, man. All I can say is just watch your wallet.
Nah, man, I'm going down there holler at the goddamn Ninth Ward and all that shit.
Okay, well, no, that's fine. You going to the Calio?
Yeah, I think they knocked that down.
Oh, you gonna go pay homage to the Calio?
Yeah, shit. Go look for Juvenile, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, however you get it, Todd.
I'm be there. I know Willow. Y'all know Willow. Man, fuck Willow now.
They were like, who?
Hey, if you'd have went back when you had the pictures when you did on DJ Screw, they probably would have thought you were Master P or somebody.
I know. I know some people. I know some people down there. I'm gonna have to hit up on New Orleans people though. You know, shit.
Well, that always helps.
Yeah, I'm finna go down there. Yeah, have a good little time, man. I try to get some advice for y'all on whether I ain't gonna do something. Y'all gonna tell me walk and eat and then watch your pickpocket.
Trust me, when you come back, you gonna say, man, y'all gave me the best advice.
You know, I ain't never been as safe and full and healthy as possible.
Anybody out there that's listening that's been to New Orleans besides these two, y'all send me some tips on what to do in New Orleans.
Rwanda said go to Cafe Du Mondo for beignets.
Now what the hell is a beignet?
Yeah, Dragos.
I don't know what a beignet is. I can't sit there and lie to you.
That's what See, that's the thing, man. I ain't been to New Orleans a lot.
What is a beignet though?
That's like a sandwich.
A sandwich?
I think ain't a beignet a sandwich?
I don't know, man. I ain't gonna sit up here and lie to you.
It's something.
It's like a donut.
Yeah.
It's a fried donut with powdered sugar.
Yeah, there it is. Donut, yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna give me a beignet.
Anyway, I'm going back and screen record that. That's gonna be a soundbite.
That's
gonna be a soundbite.
Get that man a beignet, man.
Hey, Waco Ingram gonna say go fishing. Go down there and get your ass poured into the water.
Hey, you just said you wasn't going to the swamp.
Yeah, nah, I ain't going no swamp. Shit, I just want to walk around and see some shit, but they may be out there dancing in the street and all that shit they be doing down there.
Hey, go wrestle with some alligators.
Man, Will. I'm not finna rap no goddamn. I'm not even going nowhere alligator belong.
But they got tour, man. You know, it's safety. You in the
Man,
boat.
nah. Then it be on the Dub episode paying homage to Coach Todd that was ate up by the alligator.
We told him not to go mess with them alligators.
We don't know how he fell over. We don't know how he fell over.
And then everybody got jokes because they be wearing, everybody go buy alligator shoes and pay homage to Coach Todd. Hell nah.
Those Todd 300s.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Damn shame what they did to that coach. Huh?
Pat O'Brien's another restaurant.
Pat O'Brien, okay. Oh, they got Hurricane. That's them drinks, huh?
Yeah.
Shit, I'm be sleep. Wait for the next day.
Todd, listen, I'm just gonna tell you right now, they got you drinking Hurricanes and fried donuts.
You gonna come back 400 pounds. You can go to the gym.
Hey, come back like looking like damn, what was that when they said, hey Peanut, hey, feed me some of that Dick Gregory.
yeah, Dick Gregory.
Hey, Todd, that's what I'm telling you. Just go for a walk.
Yeah, I'm gonna do something.
You have to walk and take your towel.
Oh, because it be hot.
Humid as hell.
Oh, yeah, it's humid. Humid.
It's humid. That's for sure.
Damn. So what? Do all you really just walk up down the street? They just got a whole bunch of bars and stuff and restaurants.
Yeah. Maybe like 6th Street, but better. Yeah.
Oh, like a better 6th Street.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm glad I ain't going down there without the Essence Festival. I ain't gonna be around all them people like that, man.
That's this weekend.
Yeah, good. I ain't going.
We went to the we was selling at the Grambling and Southern game for the Bayou Classic.
You were?
Uh-huh. And that was nice. You know what I'm saying? So that was like the first time I've been to New Orleans. Ooh, probably since when the Super Bowl was there.
Yeah, I ain't been to New Orleans. It's been I ain't been since the 90s.
Yeah, it was the year New England played in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, damn that boy. Yeah, I'm trying to find something to go get into down there, see what it look like. So what's the best food for down there in New Orleans? You know, I ain't really no seafood dude, but I'm gonna have to try.
It's Cajun. Get you some gumbo.
Yeah, I think Pat O'Brien's. I think all them places that they say serve it. Who got the best seafood? Y'all put it in the chat before we get out of here. Hurry up.
Yeah. I'm trying to get some gumbo. I want some gumbo.
Who got the best gumbo? And no, he ain't going to nobody's grandma's house.
Nuh-uh.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's not Cajun. It's Creole. Fact check Ward checked in.
Creole, yeah.
You say a Ward checked in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had Creole too.
Appaloosa. See, all my people that I know, they from Baton Rouge. You know, Baton Rouge, New Orleans, they don't halfway get along.
But that's why I be telling people like New Orleans people, like Louisiana, what they are, they gumbo people.
Yeah.
Because they're just a mixture of all that, like Jamaican, French, every damn thing.
Yeah. And you can't understand. If they from the deep south, you can't understand none of them.
You can't.
Hey, Wayne said, man, look, Todd, you can't eat no chicken tenders. At no point while you down there.
Yeah, okay. Let them be good.
You gonna be eating some gator. You gonna be thinking that's
some gator. You ever had gator before?
Not that I know of.
Yeah.
Dude,
no, I will say that. Eat you some gator and some frog legs.
Eat you some gator, man. That gator be fire, bro.
I say, man, what Alonzo? He said 3 of my cousins got served divorce papers from their husbands because they didn't know how to act at Essence Festival.
Damn, Alonzo, keep that to yourself, man. Don't put your cousin on blast like that, Alonzo.
Oh, they say gator tastes like chicken. It tastes like
chicken. Frog do too. Get your frog leg.
So I ain't eat no frog. So do you put some ketchup on the gator?
No, they got a special little gator
like
sauce.
A chicken wing.
Kind of like a dipping sauce for your shrimp, but it comes like in this little sauce that they'll have it for you to dip in it.
Damn, hey Jamie, I just started eating calamari. Ain't that how you say it?
Oh, calamari is fire, bro.
I love
just started eating that.
You need to go to Papa Do's before you go down there. So
I found somebody that act old as I do, boy.
Hey, somebody say go to the Acme Oyster Bar.
Yeah,
you like raw oysters?
Man, like I never understood why nobody gonna slurp no barber balls down their mouth, man.
Hey, man.
Well, I heard it's an aphrodisiac.
Yeah, I heard that too. They got pills for that nowadays.
What you say? You gotta do all that.
Yeah, like I never understood.
Just grab your oyster and you good.
But I'm trying to realize, like, if you get an oyster, like, what do it do for you just to slurp an oyster down your throat? Like, what does that quench for you?
I don't know, Todd. Just a certain type of people eat oysters.
So why they don't bite them then? Like, why they just slurp them?
No, because they're in a hard shell, number one. So you ain't gonna bite it. And number two,
the oyster they be putting like the little hot sauce.
But it's in a hard shell.
Yeah, but they already go through and pluck it from the shell.
Yeah,
so
but
they
don't
be
plucked. It's still in the shell.
They just wiggle around. They do it. They go just like that.
It's slimy as hell. I'm gonna be honest, and it slides. You ain't got time.
You oyster balls, man.
Now they do take them out and fry the oysters.
Yeah,
but that's what I'm saying. Like, what do people get from slurping oysters?
You need to ask those people.
Like Cal said,
don't slurp oysters.
It's
I don't slurp.
I have. So I ain't gonna front. I have.
I'm sure at some point we've all slurped, J-Mac.
Hey, see, that's an injury, man. We got to get out of here before it get worse.
Say, man, like I still want to know, who want to slurp oyster balls?
It's not a ball. It
is a marble looking thing. And look at White Town only eat burgers and chicken. That's how we got it on Clip.
Okay, they got grilled oysters at Drago's. Get some grilled.
Like, what is
they good? They good though, Todd. I just don't eat them. I don't eat them raw. I've had before.
Oh, you like yours grilled and sauteed?
I prefer my oysters smoked, but I ain't saying I love them. I will eat them if they're there.
So I'm saying, how the oyster make y'all feel? Y'all feel like y'all had an aphrodisiac?
Todd, listen, J-Mac, I got to go see this man about this horse in this land.
He gotta go see the oyster man.
he got an appointment. He go pick up a dozen times.
Yeah, damn. J-Mac like smoked oysters, Will like grilled oysters. Like, why you like yours grilled? Because they like less calories.
You got them ready. They ready. Okay, here I come. Hey, guys.
All right, y'all, man.
Y'all peace out, man.
Yeah. Todd, salute.
Watch this.
Football talk is a big hit. Sunday nights to Wednesday nights, we striking a match cause we lit. Y'all know the name, we call it the Dub. On Friday nights, it feel like a club. Getting that VIP treatment on the sideline, they showing us love. Great interviews, go Hoods, putting in work, go good. Texas youth and high school talking to page on Facebook, hold up. Coach Carter stood on the scene, giving advice, he do what he mean. J-Mac and Swaggy Big, rocking the gear, it's so clean.
These guys are go easy, off the easy for cheesy. With my steppers, our special kids, making picks so easy. Trying to win, we so greedy. All our fans are so